here, of course, is the breathtaking and lovely Princess Kenny, the fairest maiden in all the kingdom. Don't ask why Kenny wanted to be a chick, it's just how he seems to be rolling right now.
Yeah, I struggle with this bullshit every day, and it's probably cause my demons simultaneously rage. It obliterates me, the sin chokeates me, annihilates me. I'm about to break down, searching for a way out. I'm a liar, I'm a cheater, I'm a non-believer. I'm a popular, my break down. Falling into love now with falling.
What up guys, it's your boy Illinois Valley, and today we're going to bring you another build video. But before I get started, I just want to say that I did not release a build video for good old Emma Watson here, and Emma Watson that is, for the Dragonhold patch. If you are interested in that, I decided that I was going to make it a G-Clan exclusive, but however I am going to make it available to the public now. So if you are interested in that build, go ahead and check out the link in the description below. It'll be there. Also, before we get started, I want to give a huge shout out to Le Deschanté, who helped me theory craft and maybe even come up with some of the ideas for this build. It's a fun build, and I think you guys will enjoy it. So let's get started. Alright, let's just go ahead and start with the base stats. We'll go ahead and start with our front bar. So we're sitting at 10k max mag, 19k max health, which in Cyrodiil will be 24, almost close to 25k, and then we're at 30k max stam, at 1800 recovery, 300 health recovery, and 500 mag recovery. We're sitting at 3700 weapon damage at 42% crit, 1614 in our armor, and we're sitting at 2675 in our crit. On our back bar, which is going to be our defensive bar, we are sitting at 19 and 17, and those are our base stats. Those will go up. All right, light buff just rally. We're going to be sitting at 42. And with our enchant, we're going to be sitting at 48. On our back bar, sitting in our rune, we're going to be sitting at 27 and 25. And out of our rune, we are going to be sitting at 24 and 22, which in a medium armor build, that's pretty good. Not too shabby. All right. We are going to be running 64 in stam, all 64 in stam. I repeat, all 64 in stam. We are an Imperial. You can run other stam classes if you wish. You can run a Nord, you can run an Orc, you can run a Wood Elf, a Red Guard. All of those are great. However, with this setup, it's Imperial. If you want to run any other of those races, you can. However, I highly recommend you just skip through the rest of this video, slap some Bone Pirate on, and go on your way.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Because this is a very specific build, and Imperial is going to make it work a lot better than those other classes or races, whatever. Don't judge me, okay? I'm trying to do this as quickly and as minimal amount of takes as possible. So don't you judge me. Okay, we are running dupes. You can run Lava Foot. You can run Lava Foot. You'll have to move some stuff around. Maybe change them onto stone, but it does work. I like dupes because I like the max health that it gives. I'll sacrifice it being lower in number, but I honestly really like the stats. I tested Lava Foot. It does bring my recovery up and my max stam up a little. However, once I move stuff around to get my health back up to a comfortable range, by comfortable I mean like anywhere between like 17 to 18, I found that my stam went right back down to 30k. So that's where we're at. So I figured I would run the tower and be at 30k, and with dupes it works. If you want to run warrior because if you're comfortable at 28k max stam, which is very feasible with this build, you can run warrior for that extra weapon damage or any of the others. However, I like to be right at 30k, and it's just the way I am. I'm weird. I'm a weirdo honky. What can I say? So I run the tower. So let's go ahead and move on to gear. On our front bar, we are running a New Moon Acolyte Greatsword for the weapon damage. If you want to run a Maul for the pen, you can. I feel like there's no wrong choice here. People will debate this back and forth. It's fine. It's fine. I like the Greatsword for the weapon damage. I am running the weapon damage enchant, and it is Nern. You can run infused here, or you know what? I'm not even gonna get into this. Run whatever you want. I like Nern. That's the bottom line. So we're gonna move on because what I have on my back bar is gonna be super controversial, I'm sure. On my back bar, we are running the Boa Potentate. Why do you say? Because it gives us 5% damage mitigation from players. But Ely, what about Master Bow? Bro, you got Master Bow? Hey, Master Bow. Master Bow. Master Bow. Master Bow. Robert, Master Bow. Rabble. Yeah. I get it. Okay, y'all. I get it. I have a Master Bow. I have it. And I use it in 1v1s. In duels. Where it makes sense. You know, golded out, Master Bow, infused with the weapon damage, all the good. And in a duel, it's fantastic. However, in an outnumbered situation, I would much rather have player damage mitigation. Hands down. You could argue with me all day. You want to argue? Let's argue. Let's fight. Let's
Straight up murder your ass.
Hey, take out my... God! Oh, I did not see that coming!
fight. Bring it. No. Stop. You're just going to have to trust me on this one. I love Master Bow just as much as the rest of y'all, and nothing says I'm a fucking stud like a Master Bow, okay? But if we're being realistic, this 5% player mitigation in an outnumbered situation is going to be way better than having that weapon damage proc on somebody that probably just dodged rolled between his 4 buddies, and you can't even get to him now anyway. You know what I mean? So, personally, if you're asking me, we're going to run Potentates, defending, yeah, because extra armor. So, it's really nice. I do like to run double dots. If you want to run Escapist, they're really nice too. Double dots, I like to pepper in my light attacks. So double dot poisons with say like Venom Arrow is a really nice opening. It puts immediate pressure on your opponent. So they're really nice to have. Again, if you want to run Escapists, they're really nice to have as well. There's no wrong answer here. So run what you want. On our head, we are running Bloodspawn. Bloodspawn is great. Gives us that extra armor. It gives us Ulti-Gen, and it gives us stam recovery. By God, I'm going to tell you guys this right now. And I'm sure you're like, oh God, it's Bloodspawn again. He's doing Bloodspawn again. All he ever does is Bloodspawn. I'll tell you what. I'll stop using Bloodspawn when it's no longer the best monster set in the game. I mean, argue with me again if you want. But no armor set gives you that much balance. So Bloodspawn is what I'm going to run until they nerf it to the ground, which is coming. Because we can't have good things in this game. We just can't. Second people start complaining about us having something good, it's going to get nerfed to the ground. So enjoy it whilst we got it. Anyway, we're running infused with the health glyph on the head, and then for the shoulders we're running in pen with max health as well. Alright, so here's what we're running on our body, and this is, I'm picturing all the faces of all you people right now watching this video. We are running Battlefield Acrobat. I'm waiting. Okay, you guys ready? Are you ready to have a serious discussion about this? Yeah? Okay, so anybody that spends any kind of amount of time in Cyrodiil, just running around, zerg surfing, zerging, 1vxing, whatever. I'm sure you've gotten plenty of these in your wards of the worthy, yeah? And you probably either sold them or trashed them or deconned them, used them for toilet paper because you're low right now with the pandemic, whatever. However, if you took the time to read, you'll realize that this is actually a pretty good set. It's viable. I'm telling you, it's viable. I've been testing the shit out of it, and I wouldn't be making this build video if I didn't believe it. So, 2-piece stam recovery, 3-piece stam recovery, 4-piece max stam, 5-piece, 6% cost reduction on abilities. Plus, with our Imperial passive, which is another 3%, that's 9%. Plus our Templar passive. Wow, I'm really having a bad day right now. Apparently, with our Templar passive, we're up to 14% cost reduction. However, with New Moon Acolyte, we do suffer the 5% cost increase, which puts us back to 9%. 9% cost reduction is not a laughing matter. That's actually, it's huge. It's huge. And if you decide to not run New Moon Acolyte, say like you run Fury instead, then you have 14% cost reduction. And now, I mean, if as long as you're doing your heavy attacks, your sustain's just gonna be like just off the charts good. So yeah, so Battlefield Acrobat, it's viable. We are running Impen Max Stam on the chest, Impen Max Stam on the waist, Impen Max Stam on the hands, Infused Triglyph on the legs, and then Impen Max Stam on the feet. If you don't like this idea of running Battlefield, and we talked about this earlier, you can run Bone Pirate. And then you might as well just click off this video again, because that's not what we're here for. But I want to give you an alternative. I don't want to make you think that I'm narrow-minded here with my open-mindedness of actually running a set that people just literally throw away. So there you go. That's our gear. We'll move on. Alright, for our skills, we'll start with the back bar because it's less controversial than our front bar. Our front bar will be a whole different discussion. So we're running Venom Arrow. If you guys have not if you guys haven't made the switch yet, you should at least give it a shot, because the ranged, interrupt, set off balance, and stun is all just too good to not try. If you don't like it, you could go back to the poison injection that we all used to love, fell out of love, fell back in love. Now we're just kind of in an awkward situation where like we want to love, but it has kind of let us down a little bit now.
Babe! No, babe! What?
Anyway, where am I going with that? Anyway, Venom Arrow, if you haven't tried it yet, I highly recommend you give it a shot. It's definitely worth it. Okay, so, and you notice our tooltip, or not our tooltip, god dang it. I need to stop making build videos because I'm horrible at this. As you can see, our cost is at 16, which is super low. Vigor is at 23, super low. Shuffle's at 23, pretty low for Shuffle. Extended Rituals down to 42, that's pretty low. Our Restoring Focus literally costs nothing at 726. And then Temp Guard, which gives us our 8% mitigation with our minor protection, paired with our Potente's Bow and its 5% damage mitigation. So, I mean, we are pretty tanky on our back bar for a medium armor build. You can't beat it. Alright, so we're going to move to our front bar. We'll start with our ulti, because I already can see you flaming me in my comments right now. Ew, Dawnbreaker, what happened to Onslaught? Why aren't you running Onslaught? You should definitely be running Onslaught.
Hell no!
Okay, well, here's the thing. Onslaught took a nerf. Was it a big nerf? No. Am I feeling the nerf? Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Okay, so my onslaught went from like 15, 18Ks to like 10K, 12K averages. Is 10K, 12K good? Yeah, that's pretty good. That's still hitting pretty hard. You'll take that. You'll take that. However, Dawnbreaker hits just as hard, and it includes a stun, which is really nice. So I've gone to Dawnbreaker. I've switched to Dawnbreaker. However, we could talk. We could talk. Onslaught, Tooltip, and Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker and Onslaught, their tooltips are about the same. Of course, this is going to ignore the resistance, which is nice. Everything that hits after Onslaught, super good. And if we want to run Onslaught, we can run Onslaught, sure. I mean, I'm not saying don't run Onslaught. In fact, there'll be days where I'll probably just be running Onslaught. Let's be honest. It'll just be one of those days where, like, I just don't feel like my Dawnbreaker's connecting, and I'm going to switch to Onslaught. I might start tonight and be out in Cyrodiil running around, but like, you know what? I'm not feeling Dawnbreaker. I'm going to try Onslaught. I want to bring up, though, one more. Crescent Sweep. You guys see that? 69 ultimate for fucking Crescent Sweep.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah, bro!
And the tooltip, after buff, the tooltip is actually pretty decent. 10K tooltip for a 69 ultimate cost? Well, shit, you can't beat that. So if you guys want to run Crescent Sweep, by all means, Onslaught is 16 and Dawnbreaker is 16 as well with the rally buff. So, I run Donnie right now. Donnie's what I'm feeling. If you want to run Onslaught or Crescent Sweep, honestly, all of these are going to work. These Crescent Sweep is going to be up all the time, and it's going to hit players for 6-7K. And if it's up all the time, it's pretty good. It's pretty reliable. So, I mean, can't go wrong. All right, so we're going to run Biting Jabs, which is now costing us 19 in Stam. 19 in Stam, that's pretty good. Top Lane Charge, which is now costing us 32 mag, which isn't bad. And here it is. Ew, Illy, why are you not running Power of the Light? It crits now, Illy. You should be running Power of the Light. Hey, dude, Power of the Light. Yo, bro, Power of the Light OP. Hey, bro, Power of the Light. Power of the Light, bro. What are you, dumb? What are you, dumb? You're not running Power of the Light. But wait, where's Power? How come Power of the Light's not on your bar? Are you done? Alright, let's talk about this like human beings, okay? So, why do I run Onslaught? Here's why. Power to Light is a great ability, and I love it to death. And in 1v1s and duels, I'm running Power to Light over Executioner all day long. In outnumbered situations, however, I'm running Executioner all day long. And I'm going to give you a quick example. Let's say I'm running with Iceman, and he's running on his Necro, and he drops a Colossus, and we got 2 to 3 people that are within execute range. Guess what I'm going to be using? It isn't Power to Light. It's Executioner. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to just absolutely just nuke those 3 people. And do you guys need proof? Go watch my videos. Okay? There's your proof. It works. It works for me. It may not work for you. If you want to, this is your flex spot, baby. If you want to put Power to Light in that spot and over Executioner, by all means, go for that. Do it. However, if you're going to listen to me for like 2 seconds, because that's why you're watching the video, right? Because you're hoping for ideas. I'm trying to tell you right now that in outnumbered situations, I'm taking Executioner over Power to Light. Hands down, it is what it is, okay? Can we move on? Also, you want to note that Executioner only costs 15. Power Light costs 14 with this build. Pretty nice. Rally, probably our most expensive Stam ability, down to 27. Super nice. We all know what Rally does. We are running Camouflage for that weapon crit, so that's nice for the Major Sav, because we are savages after all. And we'll talk about that here when we talk about my rotation. And that's going to wrap up our skills. I hope I didn't make too many people too mad at me because I'm not running Power of the Light or onslaught, but hey, that's why you're here, man. You want to see something different? I'm giving it to you. Alright, we are running tri-stat pots for our pots. You can run immovables, that's fine. You can run the crown tri-stats, that's fine too. If you want to run trash pots from Cyrodiil, that's good too, right? It gives you extra crit. Or does it? No, it doesn't, because we are already running Camouflage Hunter. Anyway, maybe it does. Don't quote me. You know what? I don't use them, so I'm gonna stay in my lane here. But so yeah, you can run tri-stats, you can run immovables, whatever fits your playstyle is what you should do. And that's pretty much it for that. So real quick, we're gonna look at how we want to open up a fight. We're gonna open our fight with our rune extended. Try to keep them in your extended at all costs if you can. Couple lights. You're gonna run ahead, and then you're gonna rally, toppling into jabs, which you're gonna circle, and then execute when you're ready to execute. Notice that I can jab for days with this build. Pretty gross. And also I'm throwing in those heavies, so I'm weaving my heavies in. Keeps my sustain, unbelievable sustain. Donnie, same thing. Make sure you have your rune and your extended down at all times. Don't let them drop. Very, very important. Our vigor tooltip is sort of low. I feel like it's kind of low. However, if you're staying in your rune and you're potting correctly and you're rallying correctly, the tooltip seems really low, but I'm going to tell you right now that it's actually pretty good. It's not, I mean, if you want to put this on your front bar, you can, and that'll raise your tooltip from 14k to almost 20k. But it works on the back bar too. Like I said, as long as you have your rune down or your ritual down and you're rallying properly, you got your siphoning going, your pot up as well. It's good. It's doable. We'll just say that. And that's pretty much your rotation on how you want to do things. Okay, that brings us to our champion points. So let's go ahead and dive into those. We are 51 Warlord, 1 in Siphoner, 9 in Sprinter, 23 in Tenacity, 43 in Alchemist, 64 in Mooncalf, 7 in Shadow Ward, 72 in Tumbling. And Tumbling is a good way to put people off balance. So we have 11 in Blessed, 23 in Shattering Blows, 21 in Physical Weapon Expert, 81 in Master of Arms, 56 in Precise, 35 in Piercing, 43 in Mighty, 66 Ironclad, 13 in Spell Shield. If you want to take these out and put them in Thick Skin, you can. 63 in Resistant, 20 in Medium Armor Focus, 11 in Thick Skin, 43 in Elemental Defender, 43 in Hardy, and then we have 11 in Quick Recovery. And that will do it for our champion points. Sorry, that was a little slow delayed reaction because I just realized that I whipped through champion points probably the fastest I've ever done it before. Yeah, can't beat that. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you want to check out my video from Dragonhold, which is very viable still in this patch.
Rub Vaseline all over your hiney and tell you that it's special and different from everyone else's.
Check out the link in the description. Like I said, I made that a G-Clan exclusive. I didn't want a bunch of people running around in Cyrodiil with it because it is a very high damage build, but it is actually very tanky as well. So go ahead and check that out if you want to have a more high damage build. This is a very balanced build. The damage is good. It's very good actually. I mean, I think anything above 3,900 weapon damage is going to kill pretty much anything in Cyrodiil. There are going to be some exceptions, but for the most part, I think anything above 39 is definitely where you're starting to pour some gravy on your dinner. So, take care, y'all. Be safe out there. It's a crazy world we're living in right now. Have fun, and peace.